All right, welcome back. Today, we are putting on our detective hats. We're going to learn how to sift through a whole mountain of data to find the exact clues we need. And our tools for the job? MySQL's logical operators. These are the absolute workhorses behind pretty much everything, from big business dashboards to the search bar in your favorite app. So let's start the investigation.
So, have you ever been in this spot? You're just staring at a massive database, and you know the answer you need is buried in there somewhere, but you have no clue how to even begin looking for it. It feels like you're searching for a needle in a digital haystack, right?
Well, take a look at this. This is our case file for today, the customers table. We've got 91 different entries in here, names, cities, countries. I mean, it's a lot to sort through. Our mission is to become master data detectives and learn how to pull out specific records from this list with, surgical precision.
Let's start with our first and maybe most important tool. This one's for when you know exactly what you're looking for, and every single detail has to be a perfect match, no exceptions.
Meet the AND operator. Think of it as the strictest tool in your entire kit. When you use AND, you're telling the database, hey, only show me a record if it meets condition 1 and condition 2 and condition 3. If even one of those things isn't true, that record gets tossed aside.
So here's our first case. The objective is pretty specific. We need to find customers who are from the country Germany and who also happen to live in the city of Berlin. Both of those things have to be true.
And here is exactly how we do it. It's a simple query. We select everything from our customers table where the country equals Germany and the city equals Berlin. See that "and" right in the middle? That's the key. That's what links our two rules together.
And boom, just like that, out of all 91 records, our query finds just one perfect match. This is a perfect example of how the AND operator can slice through a huge amount of data to find exactly what you need. Case closed.
Nice work. But, investigations aren't always that straightforward. What if our leads are a little broader? What if we'd be happy with a match that meets one of several possibilities? Well, for that, we need a more flexible tool. So let's bring in the OR operator. Now, unlike its super strict cousin AND, OR is way more forgiving. It'll show you a record if it meets condition 1 or condition 2 or any other condition you give it. As long as just one of those is true, it's a match.
Okay, next case. Our new objective. We need a list of all customers who are located in either Berlin or Stuttgart. We don't really care which one, just as long as they're in one of those two cities.
And here's the query. It looks almost the same as our last one, but notice that one crucial difference. We're now connecting our conditions with OR, where city equals Berlin or city equals Stuttgart.
And check it out. We get two records this time. The first one matches because, the city is Berlin. The second one matches because its city is Stuttgart. So you can see the OR operator successfully cast a wider net and brought back every lead that fit.
Okay, great. So we can find what we're looking for. But any good detective knows that a huge part of an investigation is knowing what to exclude. We need a way to rule out suspects, to narrow down our search.
And this is where the NOT operator comes into play. It's incredibly simple, but really, really powerful. It just flips the logic on its head. You give it a condition, and it shows you everything that doesn't meet that condition. So for our next assignment, we want a list of every single customer in our database, but we need to specifically leave out anyone from Germany. The query for this is super straightforward. Select star from customers, where not country equals Germany. This tells the database, go through every record and give it to me unless the country field says Germany.
And there we go. The results are in. And as you can see, we've got customers from Mexico, the UK, Sweden, France, basically everyone except those from Germany. A perfect exclusion.
Okay, you've totally mastered the basic tools. You're like a rookie detective on the rise. But now, it's time to put them all together. A true data detective knows that the real power comes from combining these operators to solve those really tricky, complex cases.
And the secret to controlling all this logic? It's a tool you probably remember from math class, parentheses. Just like in an equation, the database will always figure out what's inside the parentheses first. This is what lets us group our conditions and build some incredibly specific queries.
All right, here it is, our final, most complex case. We need customers who meet one strict condition. They must be from Germany. And one flexible condition. They can live in either Berlin or
Now look closely at this query. We have our first condition, country equals Germany,
and it's connected by AND to a second condition that's grouped inside parentheses. City equals Berlin or city equals Stuttgart. So because of those parentheses, the database does that part first. It finds everyone in Berlin or Stuttgart. Then, from that smaller group, it applies the first rule, filtering for only the ones who are also from Germany.
And the results is absolute perfection. We get our two customers, one from Berlin, one from Stuttgart, and both are correctly identified as being from Germany. This is how you combine precision with flexibility to solve basically any data mystery that comes your way.
So, if you take away one crucial thing, it's this. Your two main tools are AND and OR. Use AND when every single clue has to match, no exceptions. And use OR when you're following a few different leads, and any one of them would be a good find.
And there you have it. You are now equipped with the fundamental tools to investigate any data set you want. Think of these operators as your magnifying glass, your fingerprint kit, and your interrogation skills all rolled into one. So the only question left is, what mystery are you going to solve first?